Hi lovelies, this is a message for anyone who feels overwhelmed, stressed, pulled in a million directions, pressured, like deadlines are looming, crushing you down. Because we all know what that feels like when that happens. And the first thing I want to say is when you feel really pressured and stressed, it can feel like you're doing something wrong, there must be something wrong. But in actual fact, it can be the universe helping you. It's a little bit like being in a pressure cooker. So when you're building to release something that doesn't serve you, that isn't best for you, that you've outgrown in some way, that's no longer in alignment, sometimes you can just step out of that and into alignment, or you can just end it consciously. And other times it's bigger than that. And so the universe has to create circumstances where you are under immense pressure and overwhelm. And it does that just so that you are like a pressure cooker. So eventually, all this build up of energy, this stress, this pressure, this overwhelm is going to shake all the energy up, and eventually the lid's going to come off, and woo, there's going to be a big release of energy. So the first thing I wanted to say was that it can be serving you, even though it doesn't feel like it, and it might be in a way that you wish it wasn't. And I do understand that. I have lots of periods of immense stress and overwhelm. And every time that I've been in those, every single time, it has led to a big release that I have been very grateful for in the end. So I firstly wanted to share that. But rather than just sharing that and then disappearing, which isn't very helpful, I wanted to just also share a couple of practical steps that you can take to support you when you're going through that kind of thing. Because often what happens with that kind of thing is you just are put in a position where you don't have enough time to get everything done, and everything is urgent, everything's important, nothing can be dropped. It starts to feel like, oh my God, I don't have enough arms and hands to juggle all of this, that kind of feeling. And this is the time of year for that. And if you think about it, we are all working towards a big release, because when certainly in this hemisphere we are anyway, because we're heading into the holiday season, and then after that we go into Imbolc, which is the start of heading into spring. And spring is new beginnings, so you can't have that big new beginning unless you have a big release. So it is all nature supporting us, the universe supporting us. So one of the ways that you can get through this, because time is such a factor in this, you can create a little bit more time for yourself just by creating some moments where you breathe consciously. Now, I know it can be a bit of a cliche, but the thing is, you're going to have to breathe anyway. So you may as well just stop and pause and stand still or sit still, even just for half a minute, and just take some deeper, slower, calmer breaths. And that alerts your physiology, your nervous system, your brain to calm everything down. And it also notifies the universe that there's plenty of time to get everything done. So that actually sends a signal out into the quantum field. There is enough time for me to get everything done. And I even recommend saying that out loud as you take those slower breaths, and just keep doing it repeatedly throughout the day. It only takes a short amount of time, so anybody can try this. The other thing I recommend is to try and infuse little bits of fun. So just look for opportunities, even ask the universe to give you opportunities for fun amongst it, because fun will help to build momentum, and it can build pressure, but in a slightly more lighter energy, so a lighter way of doing it. So just look for little snippets, whether it's having a laugh with a friend, maybe you just do something else that you find fun that's very short, doesn't take a lot of time. We can all just find little pockets of it throughout the day, even if it's just bringing up a memory of something that was fun in the past. That can help to break down the energy and to ease things. So I hope this helps you. Please go lightly and go well, and go with my love.